Simply put, the best way to measure progress of a national team is looking at Champions League minutes. This claim is fairly intuitive. The more players you have playing in the pinnacle of the sport, the better your national team will be. This is backed up by the 2018 World Cup, where the semifinalist squads had many players playing in the Champions League, these teams usually reaching at least the knockout stages. This trend usually holds for much of the World Cup's history, bar a few exceptions. So historically, how does the US men's national team match up? The data used is from @NatFan9 on Twitter. Since the modern Champions League era, Americans have usually not progressed too far in the Champions League. There's only been one American that has played minutes in the semifinals or further, and that was a 22-year-old DaMarcus Beasley all the way back in 2005. Three other Americans, John O'Brien, Christian Pulisic, and Jermaine Jones, have featured in quarterfinals. There is a more sizable number after that in the round of 16, but this number still pales in comparison to the rest of the world. Last year, the US ranked 37th in the world with 3 players playing in the group stage. For reference, Spain had 70. The US's best 3 years in terms of minutes are the 2012-2013 season, the 2004-2005 season, and the 2018-2019 season. The 2012 season only featured 4 Americans, but they played the majority of their team's Champions League minutes. In 2004-2005, the minutes were primarily from Tim Howard and DaMarcus Beasley. In 2018, it was Weston McKennie, Christian Pulisic, and Ethan Horvath with the majority of the minutes. Currently, our Champions League minutes are just above average compared to past seasons. This may seem odd with the type of players that we currently have playing in Europe. But if you filter these minutes by knockout games, the trend is favorable. The US went 7 years from 2008 to 2015 with only 90 minutes played in knockout stages. Since then, we've seen constant and steady growth. This year has seen a significant decrease, but it's important to remember that there were multiple injuries to Tim Weah, Tyler Adams, and Christian Pulisic, which have surely stunted this number. It's even more interesting when you filter these minutes to only U23s. There have only ever been 5 years where under 23s have played minutes in the knockout stages, and 4 of them are the last 4 years. This year, exciting prospects like Giovanni Reyna and Sergiño Dest have played key minutes in the tournament, with other more experienced players like Christian Pulisic and Tyler Adams getting additional minutes. Now, let's go back to the overall minutes and include group stage games with the U23 filter. This trend is very promising and shows current significant growth. Next year looks as if this increase will only continue, with Pulisic, Dest, Adams, and Reyna almost sure locks to play, and others like Tyler Boyd and Zach Steffen with potential opportunities. This trend shows clear growth in the type of player we are producing. Times seem more optimistic, the future seems brighter, and the hope is that we can continue this momentum.